I've had a funny experience just before starting this. I'll tell you in a sec. So my my mic stand completely broke, and it's currently hanging literally by a thread. It kind of feels like a little bit right now. I think it will be fine. The whole thing literally just came apart. So yeah, good start, I guess. Oh, that's a fun Thursday evening so far. Hello, welcome to the Thursday night stream. This is a thing. Officially. Promise. I'll try to keep up with it. There may be some days I may miss, but I'll try to keep it a thing. Yeah, I think I was trying to decide for the last couple of weeks exactly like if I'm gonna do streams on Thursdays or Fridays, but I think the best day for me at the moment is Thursday nights, my time, which is UK time, which will be afternoon time for Americans and everything else. But yeah, I think Thursday night's the best thing, so I'm probably gonna just do this going forward. Hopefully that's okay with everyone. I don't know if I have a new kind of ish setup going on at the moment, so I'm trying to see if everything is put in place. I think it is. Let me just check the audio. Hang on. Don't think it's... Oh no, it is working. It is... Okay. Ignore me. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to do stuff on Thursday anymore. I think it's the best thing to do. And hi Turtle. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for letting me know I've got sound and vision. Very important. And yeah, it's been I think even the last time I actually streamed, the coronavirus was not actually... When was it? I think oh no, it was Doom, so it was actually a proper thing at that point. So when I was streaming Doom and stuff. So what is this stream? I think the majority of it is because I don't really put a game title in it, because sometimes in life you just don't want to play games. But I will be playing a game later, don't worry. But the first kind of half of it, I guess, or the first bit, is just me talking a bit, because I just am that kind of person where I just need to kind of talk and then play a game rather than just talk while the game's playing. I know it's a bit weird, but it's just kind of my think of it as Dan letting out his daily rant for the day, and then he plays a game and he calms down a little bit more. So I guess the one thing a bit more. I guess the one thing I should talk about is the elephant in the room, which is coming out in, well, technically in my time, well, it's coming out in about an hour and a half worldwide at the moment. Well, properly coming out. Yeah, I know. Okay, so I know a lot of people. I was a bit worried about that review, because when I sent it out, it had like way more dislikes than it has likes. It has more likes now, obviously, but I think. And I read a couple of other reviews and stuff, and I think the majority of people, it's the same for the majority of people with Final Fantasy VII Remake, is that it's an amazing game. And don't get me wrong, it is absolutely amazing. And I'm not just saying that as a fan, I'm just saying that is a great video game. Like, it is one of the best games of the year so far, definitely, 100%. But it does have its shortcomings, and I think the problem with some people is that, because especially for a game that's been waiting so long, a lot of people, I haven't been bashed that much. I've been disliked, which happens in YouTube. You know, that's fine, and dislikes don't really do much. You know, they don't do anything to me mentally or anything. It's just like, okay, I see why you disliked it, especially with a video like that. But I think, and speaking as a fan of FF7, the original one, I was disappointed with it, with some of the things it was doing. And, you know, I just couldn't just go, oh yeah, it's a great game and that's it. You know, I had to say, no, there's something that's going to upset a lot of people. And I knew it was going to upset a lot of people. And either people have played the game or they've heard about spoilers about especially the ending and the changes they made and everything from the original. And people have gone, what the fuck kind of thing. What were they thinking? I wouldn't go that far to say what were they thinking. I think they kind of knew from the very start that they were going to make something that was not exactly a one-for-one copy of the original. And I just think that's going to upset some people. Not everyone. You know, a lot of people said, I've seen a lot of people, reviewers, saying, you know, they like the changes. They think it's a fresh take on it, on an old game, even if they're changing bits of story. But I knew it was just going to upset people, so I couldn't give it like a flat out. Sorry, Dan's got burps or something. I couldn't give it a flat out 10 out of 10. Like, I was about to at some point. I was going to give it a very high score, basically. I don't know if it would be 10 out of 10. I was going to give it a high score, but yeah, 8.5 out of 10. That's high. You know, that means I really like this game. It's great. It's just this one. There's a shortcoming. There's a couple of shortcomings in it, but you know, it's. I know people have been waiting for the game for a long, long time, and I know it's hard to hear that it's not a perfect 10 out of 10 game, and it is for me too. But I have to be honest with myself, especially when I'm reviewing games. I can't let like bias come in where, oh, I've been a fan of this for years, so everything I say about it is going to be good. I don't want to become that kind of guy, you know. I want to be as honest as possible when I'm reviewing anything. Even if I'm a fan of the series, I'm going to look at it as if I'm not, you know, from two ways. From people returning to it as fans or brand new people, so. Just the way. But yeah. It's 8. I give it 8.5 out of 10. I think that's a pretty good score. It's a hugely enjoyable game. Sorry as I seduce you with my taking off my cyberpunk jacket. Only to reveal a badger. Yeah, I think it's an amazing game. It's hard to really describe without going spoilers and everything. And I did record a spoiler video. I'm a bit hesitant about uploading it like now because obviously the game's not out yet. So I might do it tomorrow or on Mondays. Maybe Monday's a bit more likely because I just want to give people a chance to actually play it. It's no point, you know, releasing something tomorrow when barely anyone has played it yet. So maybe on Monday for that one. But yeah, it's an amazing game, and it will satisfy 85% of people. I would say. I think it will satisfy 85% of people. Hence the 8.5 out of 10. But I don't know if there's other things I can talk about really. It's some things I missed out on. Visually, I said it looks really good. One of the things that I didn't notice, but I noticed when I started watching reviews, other people's reviews, shows how much of a good reviewer I am, is the textures. There's like, it seems like the first two missions, they are really, this is what I found from Digital Foundry actually. First two missions, they really upped the game, and that's kind of where the demo started, and then after the demo, when you get into Midgar and all those street sections and stuff. But then after, they seemed to find that a lot of things were kind of very not up to the quality, like a lot of levels, which is fine. You don't notice. As I said, I didn't notice it the first time I played it. It was only until I saw Digital Foundry's video on it that I started to go, oh, That's a bit odd. And some of the, yeah, it's just textures look a bit like PS3, a little bit PS2 era, which is a bit odd, but it's still a fine looking game. It's got a lot, it's got a lot of heart in terms of it knows where to push your buttons, especially for returning players. It knows how to excite you and get you kind of like rallied up a little bit. And Jesus Christ, the amount of times I was shouting at my TV, my poor girlfriend next to me at like 12 in the morning, shouting at my TV because I saw something or they teased something or something like that. It's just it's a real complete journey, and it doesn't feel like, and I know a lot of people think this, it doesn't feel like it's cut short. I would say it does a little bit if you've played the original, I guess, but like it's a long game. It's like 30 hours with just the main story, and there's like a bunch of side missions you can do and stuff like that. But it's still like an amazing game. In terms of like, I don't know, anything else I can answer about it. It's about 100. Like, this was a bit confusing to me as well, and I'm still trying to figure out about it. It's obviously 100. It's a big game because, hey, look, 2 discs. I know one of the discs are in the PlayStation. Sorry, still have it in there. So, it's 100 gig. So it's a bit like Red Dead, where you have like a data disk, and then you put the data disk in, it installs, and then you have a play disc, and then you use the play disc to actually play the game. But it's just over 100 gigs, I think. And it's not really the size that counts in terms of the length of this game, because it's not... A 100 gig game is bigger than The Witcher, I believe. I think a lot of that 100 gigs has gone into the way the game just looks. There's a lot of like particle effects in this game. Is crazy in this game. I think just the way it looks, especially in cinematics and stuff like that. I mean, I think that's where all the disc size has gone to, because the game has big areas, but they're not huge or anything, and you can't really explore and find a lot of different things. You only got like side missions, main missions, and shops, and that's it. So I think people expecting an open world FF7 type of remake is not really that. It's very linear, very, very linear. In fact, it encourages you to do side missions, but only at certain times, and then once you continue on with the main mission, the side missions go away. I'm not going to spoil anything, don't worry. But in terms of, oh god, it's on 2 Blu-ray discs, it must be a huge game. Not really. It's more of a case of, I think all that size of the disc and everything has gone into the way it looks, which also says a lot for how we're going to go in the future, because if that's the case, imagine we made a very, long game. Imagine we made a proper 60-hour game. It's not really 60 hours. I mean, it is 60 hours if you play it on normal mode and then play it on hard mode, I guess, and try to do everything in both of them. It's around 60, 70 hours, I would say. There could be a couple of things I've missed out on. If you really want to get everything, you're probably looking at a 40 to 50 hour thing, I would say. I believe that's my train of thought now. Yeah, it's... Oh, sorry. It says something if this is 100 and something gigs, and it's around about 30, 40 hours. It's not like a 100-hour game. Imagine if we had a game like this that looked this good in the future. aka Cyberpunk, I would say. And had the same kind of look to it, but was bigger. It's probably going to be in like 200 gig range, maybe. Imagine, but like we could have 4 Blu-ray discs at some point, like very soon, I assume. I don't know what the plan is for PlayStation 5. I guess it's just still Blu-ray, but it's 4K Blu-ray now. So they probably add... Actually, I'm probably going to look that up. That's probably an interesting topic to talk about. Yeah, it's... I guess it's going to be on I guess it's going to be on a 4K Blu-ray? games. Let's see if I can look this up. Is there such thing as a 4K Blu-ray? Am I just talking out my arse here? Does anyone know? Well, I know there's a 4K Blu-ray for 4K movies. I just don't know if the Blu-ray for the PlayStation 5 is going to be a special kind of Blu-ray, you know what I mean? For 4K games, because that's essentially what the PlayStation 5 is trying to do. Because I think everything going forward, really, especially for big titles, is going to be 100 gigs. Least, I would say. Cyberpunk is definitely 100 gigs at the very least. 100%. So I don't know if everything's going to be shipped out in 2 discs. I don't mind having 2 discs. I think it's quite cool. It's very old school. I like having the fact, especially with Final Fantasy, the fact that, 23 years later, we not exactly have 3 discs because it's not a complete game, but we still have like a double disc. I kind of like double discs. They're kind of cool. But I don't know if the 4K... I'm trying to look it up at the moment, and it just says, yes, PlayStation 5 does 4K. Yeah, I know that, but I kind of want to... Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, I found the article. Let me... I found something. Here we go. Here we go, guys. We're in business. Successful stream. Here we go. If you can find the button to switch. Any moment now, he'll find the button to switch to full screen. There we go. Okay, so PlayStation 5 games will ship on 100GB Blu-ray BDXL disc. PlayStation 5 sports a 4K UHD Blu-ray drive, and games will ship on a huge 100 gigabytes of BDXL disc. So, I think these do... I think the normal Blu-rays do about 50, maybe a little bit more gig each. I think they're around 50 gig each. The standard Blu-rays. There's a Sony 4K Ultra Blu-ray. Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, that's... I know they doing like 4K video and stuff like that. I just didn't know if there was an actual disc that was going to change, but it looks like it is from this article, I guess. Yeah, 50 gig for Blu-rays on PlayStation 4 and 100 gig capacity for these discs for PlayStation 5. I think what will happen, instead of having... Because I don't think 100 is going to be enough, especially for like big games. I think what's most likely going to happen, because it's a thing now, really, is that for PlayStation 5... I mean, we're gonna move slowly towards downloads at some point anyway, so that's gonna be a thing. But on top of that, for PlayStation 5, I think you'll get the disc that's 100 gig, and then they'll say, oh, you'll have to download an extra like 20 gig patch, day one patch is what they call it, but it's actually just like extra data. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. But at least like 100 gigs is going to be at least enough, I guess. But I know there's going to be some sort of downloads coming in. So you get the disc and then it'll be like, oh, you have to download an extra bit. Because I think 100... I honestly think 100 gigs is going to be, especially for the like AAA games, in about 3 years time, maybe 4 years time, I think every single game will be a minimum of 100 gigs. I honestly think that, because we're heading in that direction. We've been slowly heading in that direction. I think it's going to happen soon, especially when PlayStation 5 comes out. So, last time I used a disc, it was a CD. Jeez, you hit those downloads early, didn't you? But yeah, getting back on point, sorry. I completely went off point. But yeah, it's still a great game. If you are going to buy it tomorrow or whatever, or you're going to play it in about an hour or so, I do hope you enjoy it. It's a hell of a ride, as I put on my Twitter, just to everyone who's going to play it today. It's an absolute hell of a ride. It's such a great experience. It's such a fun one as well, and yeah, they did it proud. For a large majority of it, they did the game really, really proud, and it's an excellent game. So I do hope you enjoy that. I know a lot of obviously shit's going on at the moment with Mr. You Can't Speak of This virus on YouTube. I can't even say virus now. I'm just gonna get like flagged by YouTube saying, yeah, you can't say that. I know that all that shit's going on at the moment, and so it's kind of nice to have something like this to come out and you know, just to take people's minds off what's going on at the moment. So it's not too bad. Hopefully it's all right on your end, everyone. It's not too bad here in terms of the virus. I've been pretty much... Oh, hello, cat. Go to join stream. Would you like to say a few words? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's not so bad here. So I'm in the UK at the moment, in the south of England. I haven't been out for about a week, I think. I had enough food for about a week and a half. I'm starting to run out at the moment, so I'm going to have to... The only thing I hate, and it's such a really shitty way of me saying this, because look, there's doctors and shit and people who have to, you know, do what you do stuff that's a lot harder every single day than you, and I completely understand that. But I'm just saying, from someone who's staying at home or trying to stay at home all day, going to the actual shops to get food is just the worst thing ever, obviously. In England, there's some shops that... what's my cat's name? Sorry. My cat's name's Sherlock. I completely forgot my cat's name there. Like, what the fuck? What cat? Who are you? I lost my train of thought now. Yeah, in England, like, there's some shops that are doing, like, the social distancing, like, okay. Like, they're doing an okay job of it. Like, they're actually trying. I won't name any names, I guess. I'd say the one that's trying their best, it rhymes with Mesco. Just rhymes with Mesco. I'm not saying actual name. But the one that's, like, the worst and is the nearest shop to me, like, it's literally just pretty much down the road, is a place that rhymes with Coruscants. It is, and even that Coruscants is not even the best Coruscants in the world, I would say, or in the UK. Like, I usually like Coruscants, but that Coruscants is really bad on a good day. But through the virus and everything happening, it's become like, I don't know, it's like people trying to sneak into a gig. It's really weird. You've got the entrance where obviously people line up with their trolleys and their baskets and everything, and they're trying to get in, and everyone has to keep a distance. But people's distancing are like varied because they haven't got like markers on the floor. So there's people who are like really close together, and then there's people really far apart, and then there's people who are just like ignoring it completely or whatever, and it's a bit mad. So I normally wait in the car and wait for that queue to just go away, and then I quickly run out to get in. So there's that entrance, but then where the exit is, so you got all these people queuing up to try get in on the entrance, and there's a guy, like, he looks like a bouncer. This is why I say it's like trying to sneak into a gig. There's a guy on the entrance, like, letting people in, going, I think looking at his watch every 30 seconds, which I don't even understand at all. I guess it. I really do guess it, and I understand that people are trying, but a lot of shops are doing this where they're letting people in every 30 seconds. So they get the person a head start. I get that. I understand why they are doing that, because obviously they don't want people coming in crowded. I get it. Gives someone a head start. I get it. But people just like go in and just stand at the first aisle anyway for like about 2 minutes. So the next person, it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't do anything is all I'm saying and stuff. There's no like everyone is very crowded as well. Like in this Coruscant, where you have the self checkout. The self checkout is small. Like it's not. They should have kind of redone it a little bit, I guess, so people. But it's really small and compact. And in there, they're asking people to stand in a line that's also very small. Like you can't move around a lot. They haven't really thought that. They've done the entrance fine, but when you get in, it's a bit like there's just no room. Like it's a big shop as well, but they just have no space to like move around. So it's a bit like and the people who are actually on the checkouts don't have any kind of protection. The only thing I saw was one of them was wearing gloves. They haven't got any masks. Another place called Mesco's, rhymes with Mesco's, has like full on like a pane of not glass but like plastic just kind of covering in front of them so you don't actually do anything, and they have a face mask and they have gloves as well, and they're actually doing a pretty good job. Like, and when you go to queue up, you have to like wait down the end of the shop, and then someone like right at the end goes, look over here. Like they don't let you just queue up normally, so they're doing a pretty good job with it. It takes longer to shop nowadays, which is like understandable, but you know, we all have we all have to make sacrifices. That's just the way it is. So but yeah, I'm a bit afraid to go into that shop that I mentioned. So I may have to try do another one. I'm just sometimes a little bit afraid about going in there. I do have a face mask and all that. I bought a couple of them. Very, very early on. Like, they're selling at the moment on eBay for like 50 odd pounds and stuff. Like, I bought mine as soon as I heard about the coronavirus outbreak. I literally went, well, might as be precautious, and I just bought like, yeah, I'll get like about 3 or 4 face masks. Fine. But yeah, on top of that, I hope you're doing all well, and I know it's a bit shitty at the moment, and I know some of us are either working through this and don't want to be, and it's scary, or we're stuck inside and we miss our friends and family and everything, and I do too. I haven't seen I just miss hanging out with people, you know, my friends especially. I miss not being able to see my mum. I miss not being able to see my friends all the time, you know, like have a party and just like celebrate people's birthdays and accomplishments and everything. It's a bit sad, but you know, hopefully at some point soon we start to see positive signs. I guess we're going through the worst at the moment, especially in the UK at the moment. Everything's going up, death toll's going up. Yeah, it's a lot of sad news, but I if I had some sort of advice, and bearing in mind, one thing I will say is that just to let people know, I don't mind admitting this, and a lot of people think that they're embarrassed to or anything like this, but yesterday was my last day of taking medication for 5 months, and I was basically on antidepressants for 5 months. There you go. Shocker. I was on them for 5 months, and so even before this outbreak started, I was feeling I was a hermit. Now I was inside all the time, and I never. Probably the reason why I started this channel up again, pretty much, and I started doing a lot more with it. Probably. There you go. See what sadness does to you. But yeah, so even before this outbreak happened, I was kind of like not going out anyway, so I was already kind of used to it. But when like now I've come off the actual like drugs and medication and stuff, I kind of feel like, yes, I'm ready to go out in the world. And I just realized, oh crap, the virus. Ugh. So it's an extra extended break, but yeah, so there's all that stuff going on at the moment as well. So yeah, but I'm glad to be off them. I just advise, if anyone's thought about like taking antidepressants, they work for the most part, but it really depends on what kind of person you are. The first couple of weeks of taking them, I felt extremely ill. My body was just not used to them at all. So we had to take a lower dose, actually, when I started. And then they gradually increased it. It went from like a quarter of what I originally took for a long time to obviously half of that, and then 3/4, and then what I did in the end. But yeah, the first couple of weeks were just... I don't know. Every time I took... Like, I had to take these tablets in the morning. And every time I took them, I was just like ill for a good 3 or 4 hours. And I couldn't really eat anything a lot. I started having no appetite. And but after about... I'd say about a month, or actually about 2 months. It took a long time for them to actually kick in, I would say. I think towards the end of January. Started taking them before Christmas, so I think towards the end of January-ish, they started to kick in. And they do work for the most part, I would say, but they just got to be aware of side effects. You are not going to feel... you're not going to feel happy straight away if that's what you're trying to do. If you're feeling sad and you have to take them, you're not going to feel happy straight away. They take a long ass time to kick in, like a long ass time, and you have to make sure you take them every day. Sometimes you're going to miss days and stuff like that, but they do, I guess they do work. If I've taken them and then I kind of feel a bit better and I've stopped taking them because I'm like, yeah, I feel good. But yeah, they work for the most part. That's my review of antidepressants. I'm going to give them, I'll give them an 8 out of 10. Depends which one you take as well, obviously, but I give them in general, I give them an 8 out of 10. Maybe even a little bit of a 7.5 out of 10. The side effects do get to you, but they work, I would say, for the most part. Okay. What else can we talk about before I start playing the game? By the way, I have no idea what game I'm playing. I'm just going to look at my Steam library. If there's anything interesting in there that you probably haven't heard of, I'm going to play something that at least people haven't heard of. Then I will look at my Steam library in a minute. But I don't think there's anything else. Let's go on the best news site in the world and see if there's anything fun for us to look at. Let's go on Reddit, obviously. Okay, this I need to be careful here because some of the stuff I'm subscribed to on Reddit, half of it is like game stuff, and then the other half is like funny shit. Sometimes it's not safe for work funny shit kind of thing. I need to be a little bit careful. No, that's coffee. You don't want... Thank you. Can you get off now? Anyway, I don't think there's anything here. There's some cyberpunk news, and I don't know what this is. Cyberpunk 2077 DLC will be revealed before release, with no less than Witcher 3. With no less than Witcher 3. Cyberpunk's 2077 DLC and story expansion will be announced before the game's September release. The comment suggests that Cyberpunk will receive content equivalent to or bigger than the 2 full story expansions and 16 DLC packs that Witcher 3 Wild Hunt did following its release in May 2015. I'm so excited about this game. Did your childhood FF7 friend contact you after your reveal? I haven't heard from him in... God. 18 years, I think. Yeah, it's been 17 or 18 years. He was in... That story happened, if you don't know what I'm talking about, is there's a video called Story Time about my first experience about playing Final Fantasy VII. Did it a month or so ago, you can check it out. That was in a house in Ireland when I used to live in Ireland. I live in England now, and I was about, what was I? About 10 years old? I'm 28 now. So about, yeah, I think 17 years. We did move house fairly quickly after that story, I think. Not because I stole his game or anything. Just, no, nothing like I don't want to get in people get wrong ideas, but... yeah, I don't know what happened to him. And I don't even know if he knows what I did. And I don't even know if he will see the video ever. And, yeah, if he does... and he's watching this live stream either now or later. I can't remember the guy's name. Shit. I think it was Aaron. I think his name was Aaron. Or Aaron. Aaron. No, the two A's, you know, Aaron. Because, I'm trying to think of Irish names. They had, like, Aaron and Patrick and stuff like that. It's very Irish names. But I think his name was Aaron. If you are watching, Aaron, I'm sorry I stole your copy, but you didn't give a shit about that game anyway. In fact, you told me it was crap, and it ended up being one of my favorite games. And then 20 years later, I ended up playing the remake, still being a fan of it. So thank you very much for giving me that game. And, yeah, borrowed. Yeah. It's like, I borrowed it. Yeah, but I like, he didn't know, okay? Sometimes it's okay. No, this is wrong. I'm gonna get this clipped or something. It's gonna be on bloody, gonna be on, livestreamfails.com. Sometimes it's okay to steal. Get that clipped. But it's okay to steal if it's for the greater good. Now, the greater good being that I'm sat here in this chair 20 years later talking to you about a game that I really, really love, and I'm doing a channel about video games. If I didn't play Final Fantasy VII, the original, I don't think that would have happened. I don't know, because both that and Metal Gear Solid changed me from being, I like video games, to, oh my god, I want to do this. I want to talk about them for the rest of my life. That's how much of an impact they had on me, so there you go. What are your thoughts on FF8? You know what? I'm just playing it at the moment. I got it on the Switch. I got the remastered version. I'm about 10 hours in. I will be doing a review on it. I want to review a lot of the Final Fantasy games because there's a lot I missed. I didn't play 6, and a lot of people told me 6 is the best one of all time, and I want to play 6 and 8. I played 10. Regrettably, I played 10 too. I'll probably do a review on that, but like a funny one, I don't know. But I know people like 10-2, and it's not too bad, and a lot of people just say, oh, it's just one of these anime girl... It's an anime girl... cash-in, I guess. It's hard to describe, but the actual game, there's parts of the game that are actually good and fun. But I think it's just a bit cringe. Too much. Well, we're reviewing a lot of Final Fantasy games in the coming weeks, I think, because I do want to get into them, especially now with things being the way they are. Plenty more time to play JRPGs and stuff. I want to finish Persona 5 at some point. I know Persona 5 Royal just came out. I'm so tempted to get Royal because they've added just so much to it on top, but you can't buy like a upgraded version online. At least I don't think so, unless that's this thing that's been. I'm trying to see. I don't think it is. I think you actually have to You have to buy Persona 5 Royal. Let's see, upgrade. But to answer your question, my thoughts on FF8. It's very different, isn't it? It's very different. I'm quite surprised, especially, like, I never just played it. I played Final Fantasy VII and then I just completely forgot about the series, I guess, when I was very young. But, yeah, it's really different from just 7. But it's still got, the music's there. Obviously this is a remastered version, so I can't really compare directly. It's not really a true direction of FF7, obviously, but I like the way they incorporated a lot of things to do with... I know they tried a bit of it in FF7, but I like the way they incorporate cutscenes with moving. There's a lot of like moving the camera while your character is moving, you're actually controlling them, which I think back in the day that would have like exploded a load of people's heads, like, oh my god, the cutscene's going on and I can move around and stuff like that. I'm enjoying the story. I'm a bit, if the start of it feels a bit like rushed, and it feels like I don't really know what's going on, especially like the very start of it. I'm feeling like, okay, what am I doing? But I'm going to stick with it. It's interesting. It's an interesting game. A lot of people, it's a love-hate relationship, I think, with a lot of people. I've seen some people say they absolutely just hate it, and some people say it's one of the best they've ever made. But yeah, I'm going to stick with it, and I probably will do a review on it at some point. So yes, I will. There'll probably be a video about it. I think FF8, 6, 10, 10-2, maybe, review video wise. I think, yeah, 6, 8, maybe 9. I don't know about 9. Maybe 9, at 10, and 10-2. Give them a go. The ones in between 10-2 and 15, I never played, but some of them are good. Actually, no, the only one I played is, was it 12? Lightning. And then Lightning Returns and all that. I played a bit of it for each game, and I just I hate that. I hate, like, my two least favorite characters probably of all time are Noctis from Final Fantasy 15 and Lightning from whatever Final Fantasy she's in. 13? Maybe? Can't remember. Lightning and Noctis, they are just, that's when for me the series was just like, okay, that's it, we're done. That's it. You're not going to be the same again, and that's kind of what I worry with this game, with some of the direction they're going in. They're going to put their own new ideas in there, and their new ideas haven't been exactly great. So it's a bit scary, but we'll see how it goes. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, the actual Persona upgrades. So essentially, you don't know, Persona 5, probably heard of it. Persona 5 Royal came out the last few days, and essentially it's Persona 5, but better. Like, it's got more shit in it, and it's got, you know, it's just got better quality of life stuff. It's got more characters. It's got new story arcs and everything. And I absolutely, Persona 5 is one of my favorite games of all time. I know I say that about a lot of games, but Persona 5 is like up there in terms of JRPGs, especially recent ones. They are my go-to JRPGs, Persona games. But I have the original game, which is great and all, and fantastic, and I love it to bits. But Persona 5 Royal has a lot new stuff. So what I was thinking was, can I just upgrade my version to a Royal version? I will pay whatever the extra fee, as long as it's not like the price of a full game. Because technically I already got like Persona 5, so can I just have like an upgrade download or something? Now, I have been trying to find this, but I don't think... yeah, I'd rather not make a separate purchase of the game, enjoy the enhancements. Could be wrong, but I don't think so. Unfortunately, you have to buy the entire game again. If you pre-order the game, you can use the previous DLC experiences for free. Yeah, that kind of shit pisses me off a little bit, I gotta be honest. It's just... especially if you've already bought the game. And essentially what this is a better version of it. Like, it's just a more upgraded version. It's like it's just a big DLC pack is what it is, with a lot of things in it, and you have to buy the entire game again. Probably have to start off on a new save as well, which I've already put in like 50 hours into Persona 5 already, 50 or 60 hours, and if I have to start a new save again, screw that, I'm not doing that again. But I kind of hate that. That kind of pisses me off a bit. The only thing I like, Persona games never piss me off. They're great fun games, I absolutely love them, but goddamn, that's kind of annoying. Anyway, I don't think there's anything else. Anything fun that's happened? What's in the news? I don't know what else we put in there. Oh, I tell you what, slight tangent. For people who want to know, I may be doing a podcast with 2 other people soon. We're just early discussions at the moment, and it's not about video games, but it might be of interest to some people. So it's basically 2 other people, and we don't know exactly when it's going to start. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks or so. We're just having discussions about how we're going to format it, or how it's going to work exactly, and how we're going to record it and everything. Are we going to do it on video? Are we not? You know, etc., etc. But it's about, it's mainly about film, because I love films and I watch a lot of them. But it's a sort of funny ranty film kind of, we watch terrible movies sort of kind of podcast that we're trying to go for. We don't exactly watch things that are like, oh, Avengers and stuff like that. It's more a case of experiences we've had where we just gone on Netflix or Prime and stuff, and I've had many of these experiences. I'm sure other people have as well, where you sit down, especially on Amazon Prime, not really Netflix, but I think one of the movies I saw was on Netflix. You sit down and you just don't know what to watch, and you browse, especially if you go into like the deep dark ends, the nooks and crannies of Prime, and you go down to the deep dark basement of Amazon Prime. It sounds kind of sexual, but either way, you go down the deep dark basement of Amazon Prime, you will find some absolute gems of films. I'm talking like they are the worst things, but oh my god, they make you laugh so much. One of them that wasn't funny, I have plenty of funny ones, and if I sat down and remember them, then that's, I mean, I'm going to save them for the podcast, obviously. But one of the ones I don't mind talking about is not exactly funny, but it's one of the weirdest films I've ever seen in my life, and it's a kid's film. And it's about the Queen of England and her dog. Hang on, let me find it. It's one of the, I think it was on Amazon Prime when I watched it. I watched it because my girlfriend was bored and she likes to watch like cute animation type of films. Anything with dogs or anything like that, she will watch the heck out of them, even if they're absolute. She watches some terrible movies, and I sit there and just criticize them while she goes, no, it's fun, and she cries about like if there's a dog in there, and she just cries about it. Completely opposite when we watch films, but sometimes it's my film night and sometimes it's her film night. When it's her film night, I know I'm in for a treat because she's going to watch something terrible, she's going to take it seriously, and I'm just going to laugh my ass off or get weirded out, like this film. So it's called is it the Queen's Corgi? Queen's Corgi. Okay, there's this film that came out in 2019, right? Called the Queen's Corgi. Are you here? And here it is. Okay, let's go on IMDb. Right, it got reviewed like crap. Okay, it is awful. This film is so bad. Okay, like I can't describe. Like, I can't even describe how bad it's goddamn awful for many reasons. Especially the guy who's voicing the corgi. His name is Jack Whitehall, I think. Is it Jack Whitehall? I'm pretty sure it was. I don't even know who the main character is. I've completely blocked out my mind. Anyway, the Queen's Corgi. I'll get you a trailer. The Queen's Corgi is about the Queen's one of our things about the Queen that's interesting, I guess, is that she has dogs. She has like 3 dogs, and they're all corgi dogs. So someone decided at Lionsgate to make a film about this. There's one of her dogs, the Queen's dogs. Like, it's the most insane fucking thing you can think of. It's like someone sits in a room, and I just can't understand this. Someone sits in a room and goes, right, what do kids want to see? And this is a PG kids film, by the way. What is it that kids want to see nowadays? We got Avengers going on. We got Pikachu. We got Sonic the Hedgehog. But what is it in 2019, last year? What is it that kids really, really want to watch? And someone said, you know the Queen's dog? Yeah? Well, what if we made a film about one of them? And someone approved it and gave them, I don't even know what the budget is. It's gonna be in the million-ish. Maybe less than $1 million. I don't know. But it's gonna be at least $1 million. Like, someone gave money to say, yeah, this is a good idea. Let's make something about one of the Queen's dogs. But it doesn't stop there. I will play you the trailer, and you will be surprised about who is starring in this. Bearing in mind, nobody's voice is the actual person's voice. There are real-life characters in this, which makes it one of the weirdest things ever. But, yeah, just watch.
Since he was a puppy, he's been the Queen's top dog. He's always been popular in the palace. And he's shaken paws with the best, the brightest, and the craziest.
Huh? Fantastic little place you got here, Liz.
Oh. Life was pretty good. Until he got locked out of the palace and put in the doghouse.
Who's a nice little puppy?
Rule 1. Don't get involved with strays.
Rex, you're drooling.
Perhaps we could get formally acquainted.
Rule 2. Never cross Tyson.
Nosy nose out.
He ain't no dog. He's a pussy cat.
Oh, yeah!
Rule 3. Trust no one.
You just crossed the line, madam.
Our real battle is with fear. I'm too fluffy to die. We conquer it. We set ourselves free.
Hold it tight.
Yeah, you get the picture. Now you may think from that trailer that looks like, oh, Dan, that just looks like an innocent kids film. That looks like, you know, you're 28 and sorry, put the music back on. What are you doing now? Yeah. So anyway, you're probably thinking that, Dan, it's a kids film. Just leave it out of there. You know, don't criticize a kids film. It's just a kids film. That's all it is. Let me tell you something about this fucking dog and this kids film, alright? This is not a kids film. The trailer doesn't do it justice, but what I will say is that during the first, and I don't want to spoil it for you, but there's so much shit in this film that you will be surprised by that. During the first 30 minutes of this film, we're introduced to this corgi, right? And there's this scene, and I'm not even kidding about this, and bear in mind, this is a kid's film. There's this scene where the Queen is trying to get one of her corgis to fuck Donald Trump's dog. Let me just say that again. There's a scene in this kids' film where the Queen of England is trying to get her corgi to have sex with one of Donald Trump's dogs, who he brings from America, of course. Ivana is in this as well, Donald Trump's wife. She's in it as well. There's other, I think there's 1 or 2 celebrity cameos that won't spoil for you, but like, I'm not even kidding. Like, the dog is like, they're trying to mate the dogs. Like, they're trying to stick them in a room, the smallest room possible, and then watch them go at it. The Queen and Donald Trump. It happens in this film. There's some, like, that's just to give you a small sample size of this film. It is one of the most disturbing kids films I've ever seen in my life. It's just weird. Anyway, getting back on point. So our podcast is kind of going to be talking about like stuff like this, where it's like, here's things I found about films that are weird, here's things that are funny, you know. We don't really just want to go mainstream and go, let's review all the mainstream films that are, you know, out there. Let's look at things that no one knows any idea about. Find things that are, you know, weird, funny, you know, strange, whatever they are. So we're talking about that at the moment. Obviously, I'll let you guys know at some point. I'll probably plug it on a couple of videos once it goes out. But yeah, we're doing that at the moment. So there's that to look forward to. If you like films and you like listening to people rant about weird ones and find weird things about films, then whatever the name of our podcast will be, I will tell you as soon as it comes out. Yeah, it's a weird ass movie, honestly. I've seen very weird ones, but and many of them are like PG kids ones where they're just not PG. I don't know how they've got to the point where they're PG kids films, but they're just not. Anyway, let's play a game of some sort. I don't know exactly what I'm going to play, but I'm just going to see what I have installed. That's going to be... I want to pick something that's fun for a stream. Something that's not exactly the mainstream. But something maybe some of you have heard about, but maybe some of you haven't. I'd probably... Actually, let's play... I've been wanting to play this for ages. We're going to play HypnospaceOutlaw, which is a... How do I describe it? It's a game that's kind of set in 90s internet days, sort of. Or old school internet, dial-up internet kind of days. And it's kind of... I think there was another game, let me just see, that was similar, that came out way before it. I also have that other game, and I haven't finished that other game as well, so there's a lot of things I haven't finished yet. I can't remember the name of it, but either way, it's kind of like a weird experience type of a game. Very kind of like an interactive simulation of like the 90s internet experience, but not really. That doesn't sound fun, but trust me, I've played a similar game to this. Is one that came out before. I'm just trying to find, I think it was at No More Robots published it. Let's see, there was another game, Broken Reality, is it called? Oh, Broken Reality? No, Broken Reality is HypnospaceOutlaw. Either way, it's a weird game. I haven't played it yet, but I've played like the prequel to it, or the game that came out before it. And this is like a more fleshed out version of it. So we'll experience it together. We'll see how this goes. But stuff ready. I need to fix my camera as well. Like, I know my camera's a little bit blurry at the moment. There's weird things going on. I'm trying to set up like an hour before streaming this, but it made it a bit more smoother because last time it was a bit more exposed in terms of like brightness and stuff, and it should be a little bit more smooth than last time. But yeah, I still need to fix a bunch of settings on it. So let's give this a go. I'm probably gonna play this for about an hour or so. So do stick around. We'll see how it goes. I could play for longer, but it's coming up to midnight. I usually keep these streams about 2 hours, I think, around about 2 hours. But here we go. Okay, you already see where this is going right now. Oh god, it's even got the mouse trail. Oh god, I love this game already. It's even got the mouse trail. God, do you remember them? I don't know how young everyone is watching this, but especially early 90s, late 2000s, the mouse trail, everyone had this. Especially Windows 98 kind of people. Holy crap. Right, let's give this a go. Enter your name. Name is Dan.
Dan. Dan. Dan. Dan.
Wait, can I pronounce everything? I guess it's just text-to-speech, Dan. It's not that impressive technology. Damn it.
Dan. Dan. Dan.
I'm impressed. Anyway. Bye.
Dan.
Yes? Oh god, I love this already. Okay. Double click to begin.
The future is you. Your passion.
God, the bitrate on these videos.
Your hard work. And now, with the help of HypnoSpace, you have the tools and the time to make it a reality. Witness the dawning of a new world, where sleep time is no longer downtime. It's where the future is built. A future built by you. HypnoSpace.
I love.
Welcome to HypnoSpace Patrol Department Enforcer Training.
Okay.
Hello, Dan.
Thank you for volunteering to help keep our wonderful community of HypnoSpace citizens safe. HypnoS Enforcer Edition is different from the standard version of HypnoS in several key areas. This tutorial will guide you through everything you need to know to best serve your fellow HypnoSpace citizens and earn HypnoCoin along the way. Let's do this.
Like a topic below. Okay.
Direct your attention to the top of your desktop, and you'll notice the HypnoS info bar. From left to right, this handy toolkit features quick access to
the settings menu. The quick switcher. The application menu.
Oh my god.
The current date and time.
This is so authentic. It's so authentic.
The restart and log off button. Make sure to click the log off button to save your progress and safely exit HypnoS.
The info bar may be repositioned.
I love the over-gained microphone. God. So good. I think they used to do that with translation stuff because they used to have like a bit of it. What the fuck is this? Guy, I know this game is going to freak me out a little bit, maybe, because these kind of graphics back in the day used to scare the hell out of me, and they still kind of do, like these weird, just blocky Final Fantasy VII kind of graphics ish. Anyway, click next to continue. So that saves our game. Well, that's settings. Sorry.
Hippie, also known as the HypnoSpace Intelligent Intermediary, is your digital helper. He'll notify you when you receive important messages.
Right.
And even alert you to new HypnoS system updates. Hippie is always happy to help.
Here's a useful tip. Right-click any text in
Hypnospace,
and Hippie will read it out loud.
Whether you're new to Hypnospace or a veteran citizen, you've come to the right place. Our experienced guides will take you on a virtual tour through some...
You just stop him. Okay, right. So this guy will
Hippie is your digital helper.
He'll read.
He'll notify you.
Yeah, I get it. Stop. Okay, right.
Thank you for volunteering to help keep our wonderful community.
What's the laws?
Time
What am I
is an
doing?
easy way to remember the 5 types of violations that we'd like enforcers to keep an eye out for.
Right.
C stands for content infringement. H is for harassment. I for illegal activity. M for malicious software. And E is for extra-legal commerce. Find more information in the HSPD handbook.
Extra legal commerce. So it sounds like we're like internet police. That sounds like what we're doing here. We're internet police. So we have to look out for content infringement, harassment, illegal content, malicious software, and extra legal commerce. Extra legal. Okay, inbox.
The HSPD Enforcer Dashboard is a special secure program that only our volunteer enforcers have access to. The inbox allows you to receive messages from MerchantSoft, Hypnospace, or HSPD dispatch agents.
MerchantSoft. I just got that as well.
You may also receive automated communications from Hypnospace pages.
Some messages come with files attached. Attached files will appear at the top of the message and look like this. Attached files will be downloaded to your HypnoS download manager.
Legal content.
The Cases tab opens as a database of all cases you've accepted.
Most of your time will be spent on cases assigned to you by an HSPD dispatch agent. Cases are generated in response to complaints from Hypnospace citizens or leads from the Hypnospace security team.
Once a violation has been found, the offending citizen's name will be listed here. Click to jump to the page where the violation was removed from.
Once all reported violations have been found in a case, you may close it by clicking the Close Case button. Upon closing a case, you will earn a bonus payout of 5 HypnoCoin per violation reported.
Whoa. 5 HypnoCoin? HypnoCoin?
Wee.
This game's gonna get glitchy, isn't it? I don't like glitchy games. They freak me out. Doki Doki Literature Club are like that. If this is the same, it'll freak me out.
The Cases tab opens at...
Alright, we've seen all that. Investigating
The
citizens.
version of Hypnospace Explorer you'll be using has been modified with an expanded search feature, enabling you to find unlisted pages by searching for the tags that they contain.
Okay.
Use the stamp system to keep track of which pages you visited. View the stamped page list to revisit your stamped pages.
Okay.
Hypnospace's citizens place the pages they've built in our themed zone communities. You will be given search and browsing access to zones only if you've been assigned them by a dispatch agent. Your assigned zones will be listed in the HSPD Zone Access Hub. To return to the Zone Access Hub at any time, click this icon or use this keyboard shortcut. The Citizen Data Dialog will show a citizen's name, age, place of residence, as well as the unique ID number for the Hypnospace headband unit they're using. This information is only visible to HSPD enforcers or Hypnospace security team members and may not be shared. Access the Citizen Data Dialog by clicking this button in Hypnospace Explorer, this button next to the message sender in your inbox, or here in the File Manager.
Okay. And finally,
Your version of
tools.
Hypnospace Explorer has also been modified to include an enforcement tool. If you spot text or images that appear to be in violation of CHIME, first click on the enforcement tool.
CHIME.
Once
I
the
get it
toolbar
now.
appears, select which CHIME law has been violated. You may also press the numbers 1 through 5 on your keyboard to quickly select a law. After that, click on the offending content to report it. If a citizen's content is found to be in violation, they will accrue violation points, and you'll be rewarded with HypnoCoin.
Okay. Cool. Okay, I get it. Yep. I think we're...
If a citizen has accrued 4 or more violation points, their account will become flaggable.
Right.
Click the flag button
4 or
at the
more
top of
strikes are
any
out,
of the
guys.
citizens' pages to alert MerchantSoft security team, and they'll promptly review the case to determine if further disciplinary action is necessary.
Okay.
Because you may be asked to report citizens engaged in harmful, malicious, or illegal activity, your former account will be temporarily deactivated. You may not send messages or other outgoing communications to HypnoS citizens for the duration of your volunteer service. Please browse the HSPD Headquarters Zone for more in-depth information on using HypnoS Enforcer Edition. Welcome to Hypnospace Patrol Department Enforcer Training.
Okay, I think we got it.
Important message received from MerchantSoft.
Okay, so, yeah, we're essentially the internet police, from what it sounds like, of a 90s...
Important message received.
Yeah, I get it, there's an important message. Oh, we got 2 now. Okay, is this kind of real time? Jesus, scared me a bit. I don't know if this game is scary. It's very weird. Anyway, hello Dan, welcome to Hyperspace Patrol Department. Hypnospace, sorry, Patrol Department. Adrian and Dylan Merchant here. Co-creators of Hypnospace and founders of MerchantSoft. We would like to personally thank you for volunteering to help us keep Hypnospace alive, or Hypnospace. He keeps changing the words. You will be assigned cases automatically based on reports by Hypnospace citizens or activity we've noticed here on the Hypnospace Security Center. Look forward to receiving your first one shortly. Please remember that while you're enlisted, all outbound communication is prohibited. Like North Korea, isn't it? So we can click on here to see information about that person who sent it to us. So like MerchantSoft is 99 years old, San Francisco. Yeah, they're... Yeah. And then dispatch is... Message from Merchant Brothers, thanks, you're awesome. Yeah, okay. So this is our first case. So, hello Dan, this is a content infringement notice regarding any content. I feel like YouTube right now. That's maybe what it's like to be YouTube. This is a content infringement notice regarding any content that copies or bears the likeness of the 1962 cartoon character Gumshoe Gooper. Look through your assigned zones for at least 3 possible violations and utilize your enforcement tool to check on them. An image of 1962 cartoon character Gumshoe Gooper is attached to this message. This has been an automated alert sent to all enforcers. Please click the cases tab above to view progress. Okay, so this is what we're meant to look out for. So someone has been copying the infringement character, or the character of Gumshoe Gooper, who looks like this.
Downloading Gooper screen.
I have to download it. Okay. Feels like a fever dream. Yep. Kind of. Yeah, I love the whole how they had to do the voiceover for like the tutorial, because that was like a thing I remember like in my back of my mind when, especially like Microsoft tutorials, the microphone or whatever they used back in the day was like so gainy, so you would hear like all the time, because obviously microphones the way they were. But yeah, hang on, let me go back. Can I go back? Oh, this is him. Okay, so we need to... What the fuck? What is that? We need to look out for him. There's a copyright infringement. 3 of them we need to find. That bears the likeness of this. I don't even... That looks very distinct. That doesn't even... All I can tell is he's wearing a hat, a weird face, and he's looking through like a mirror? Or looking at a mirror? I guess? I don't know. Oh, okay, so he's a... What is this? What's that button do? Oh, okay, I can always keep it here. Oh, that's cool. Okay, can I... can I shrink it? Or you can rotate it, you can't really shrink it. Okay. Well, at least I got a picture there. So, okay, so... we need to access the Explorer, right? We need to go on the actual web. Okay, so these are all the different kind of... so back in the day, you used to have stuff like Bebo. People remember Bebo? And MySpace, obviously, like people who make... you used to make websites. Everyone used to make websites back in the 90s. So these are just kind of like spaces, like Neopets, you know, that kind of stuff where you had your own like page and stuff and things. Hyperspace Central. I don't really know where we can go. Oh man, even having this here, like you used to have like a player all the time when you used to join websites, and you used to have like, you could stop and play the music here. God, this is so well made, honestly. Okay, so oh, it's just a page. What am I thinking? Okay, here we go. Whether you need to have a space or a veteran citizen, you've come to the right place. Click on an image to the left to access our Getting Started section. What is this place? This is just the Central, right? I don't think this is actually a website that's going to have a violation on it. A cafe. Cafe is a relaxed zone for hypnospace citizens of any shape. Okay. And then there's web pages inside this. Okay, so RT Dispenser, Eco Artist, Digital Visionary. I'm not going to read everything, don't worry. It is the good old days of the internet, Turtle. Yeah, this is what it's based off. It's based off the 90s days of scrolling through the internet on AOL dial-up for me, actually. God, them days. Right, so we need to find... if anyone's using this image, and I completely forgot. So the tags are up here. So what we can do is, if we go up here, I think they said you can search for tags. And what was his name? Multimedia. No, multimedia is there. Artist. He's a digital artist, so maybe he's... Nope. Does this just bring me to the... No, this is a new page. The spoken word emporium. Creativity. I need to stop hitting the first... Welcome to Noble Warlock Design Studios. If you're wondering about the Celtic graphics on my page, that is because I am actually of Celtic descent. My Celtic culture was not celebrated by my family, but I've recently uncovered evidence that I am indeed related to the ancient Celts. What a funko! Those dude just makes 3D graphics. Okay. Can we always just select tags and it will come up with stuff creative? What artwork? Go back home. I'm trying to think of... where I'm trying to find these. What the hell is this? For those who remember the way things used to be. Ever wondered what happened to home-cooked meals, good music, and putting hard days' work in? In Good Time Valley, we remember the way things used to be. I'm a first grade teacher at elementary school and I love to write. Okay. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how we find... Go back. This dude. He was... What was he called? He was, where's my inbox? Gumshoe. Gooper. Okay, so what if we go back into this? Like, Gumshoe. Oh, okay, we found one. There we go. So it's a bit like, not really, but it's a little bit like her story where you can type in things and then they'll do a search on them. Welcome to my Hypnospace page. I'm new to this and pardon my dust as I learn the ropes here. I'm the first grade teacher and I love my kids. They are my world. Gumshoe Grouper art from my first grade class. Oh, that's a copyright violation if someone in your first grade class. That is a copyright violation. Am I really gonna... What? Copyright strike this. Oh, I'm gonna have to answer. Not allowed. That is a direct violation. So... Enforcement. Page up. So we can go... Content infringement. And then select this guy. I, Dan, submit the evidence that proves that citizen Abby Wright, 58, has violated law content infringement. Submit. Okay, and then we get Bitcoin. That's how this game works. But they actually removed the image straight away. Oh god. I feel so bad now. Art and stories from Mrs. Bowerson's first grade students. My first grade students made this artwork after watching Gumshoe Grouper feature about being safety-minded at all kinds of different situations. It's old, but such a cute little cartoon. Jenny P, age 7. Gumshoe Grouper is the police. He catches the pig robber and puts them in handcuffs. I think that's a violation, right? It's a violation. Oh no, Jenny. I'm so sorry. God, this game makes you feel bad, doesn't it? These are all copyright violations. Oh no. And that dude too. This page needs to be shut down. This is way too much content violation. Anyway. Gloria, age 6. Gumshoe Grouper and his friends in court. Everyone cheers for Gumshoe Grouper. What the fuck? Anyway. That is a copyright violation. Give me my money. And that too is a copyright violation. I'm gonna ruin people's lives, aren't I, in this game?
You got hypno mail.
Okay, I got hypno mail. I mean, I can still do copyright violations if I want to get more money. I don't know if I need to, though. Maybe going... Maybe I do. Maybe I'll get more money, so I'll just carry on doing it. Zachary, age 6. The boy in the building is stuck and Gumshoe Grouper hears them yell help and calls 911. Oh, how lovely.
Important message received from dispatch.
Important mess. Oh god, what have I done? How much money can I make? I don't know. Alright, right, let's just see what we have. Hang on. Okay, I need to get rid of this dude. There we go. Additional violations found 2. Oh, so we can just keep doing it, right? Yeah. I want more money. That's the way I am in my life right now. Oh, no violation detected. Please do not waste server bandwidth. I mean, that guy looks like it. Yeah, okay, so maybe the other one didn't, but okay. The end. Oh, so it links back to this dude. Okay, so all the websites have like links and like, oh god, have links and stuff that link back to other pages. Okay, so let's go back to inbox. Dispatch, you solved your first case. Great job, Dan. Remember to close the case and earn your bonus after you found all reported violations. Finding more than the minimum number of violations will result in a higher bonus. Cases may stay open as long as you like. We will assign new cases as they come in regardless. The case closure bonus exists solely to encourage more thorough investigations. And we got a new case here. So, how do I close this one? Those guys.
Wow, Dan. Great job removing that content infringement.
Excellent. Okay. What's our new case? Citizen Zane Rocks 14 has been reported.
Remember that pages containing the harassment violation.
Stop. Citizen Zane Rocks 14 has been reported for harassment in the zone's Teentopia. Please look out for possible violations and utilize your enforcement tool to report and remove them. If Zane Rocks 14 is found in violation, you deem it necessary. Please flag their account so that HSPD security team can look into the issue further. Remember that pages containing the harassment violations may be unlisted, but still can be accessed through search tags. If related violations are found by citizens who are not ZaneRox 14, please report them also. Okay. That's and you can jump to Teentopia here. Okay, good. Oh no. This reminds me straight away. Everyone played Second Life back in the day. I know Second Life is still going, I think. I was thinking about not on HiMyNameIsDan, but on my other channel, my main channel basically. Different level. I was thinking about doing something about Second Life because it's such a weird rabbit hole to go down, and it's been around for so long. I think it's still going. I'm not really too sure. I mean, it's probably not. Obviously, it's not as active as it was like in the mid 2000s. God, it was such a weird thing. It's Second Life. Second Life, if you don't know, is like you make an avatar. It sounds like a very basic thing nowadays, but you gotta. Oh my god, I got a screensaver. You gotta realize that like making an avatar, like a 3D avatar, and have it walk around in the world was such a new alien thing to a lot of people back then. God, I love this screensaver. It's so funny. Yeah, it was such a new thing to a lot of people, and Second Life kind of took it to the maximum, where you could have like people were selling things for real money, which was insane. That people were selling things for real money, like digital goods for real money, in these like virtual shops. And you gotta remember, it's like 2003, 2004 time, and there was like all sorts of things going on in Second Life. There was major controversy about like illegal shit going on in Second Life as well. Like serious illegal shit, like people were like selling like bad things. Yeah, this all I'm saying is this reminds me instantly of it's Second Life. There you go. It's a bit like Second Life was a bit more like 18 rated Habbo Hotel. If people remember Habbo Hotel. Yeah, a lot of people remember the name of it, but yeah, Second Life is not... I really want to just dive back into Second Life and go down a rabbit hole because, oh my god, there's so much I could talk about with that game. Holy crap. I probably will as well because, you know, I'm always looking out for, like, interesting stuff to do on my other channel, Different Level. By the way, if you don't know what Different Level is, it's another YouTube channel where it's been around longer than this one, obviously, but it's where we make highly produced, like, documentary style videos on video games and stuff, and like just generally looking out for interesting topics in the video game world. So. No adults allowed. Teentopia is a safe, totally awesome hangout for teenagers. What was the guy's name? Zach something 14 or something, wasn't it? Zach something 14. I can't remember. Anyway. So we need to look out for him. So if I type in Zach, I think his name was Zach, right? Zach. No, let me just... Can I... Zane, sorry. Zane, not Zach. Zane. Jessica White's page. I love Zane. Oh no. I love Zane. He's so fine. He's so cool. This is the homepage of Jessica White, Zane's girlfriend. He's the most incredible... This could be any Zane, by the way. Zane, he's the most incredible boyfriend. He knows how to treat a girl right. I'm a huge fan of his comic books he draws. His comics have the best characters and they're really bloody and gory. Comics? Now let's go back to searching for Zane. Let's stay on the there we go. Alright, Zane Rocks 14. It's me, Zane. The undisputed king of Teentopia. Oh my good god, this is... Yep. This is definitely old school internet. This is Zane. My name on here is ZaneRocks14, but now I'm 15. The guys who made this are such. Like, they're so good at making authentic, like, 90s kind of... My name is Zane. I had exactly the same thing, where I had, I remember my email address being something like punkdan14 that I made when I was 14, and I still had it until I was about 16 or 17 years old. I was just like, oh god, why do I have that email address? It's called punkdan14 at like hotmail.com. Anyway, what's going on here? A few things you should know about me. I run a secret page in Teentopia. It isn't on the listing, so you can only get to it if you get the link. If you're lame, don't even think about it. C-Page is the best band in the flipping world. They are incredible. I made an awesome comic. Big Studio Slayers Comic 1. I have a girlfriend named Jessica. Sorry, ladies. Check back here later in case I'm single, but I don't plan on it. This is so good, honestly. Deck stacked like the best of them. I tried like the rest of... Oh, he's quoting lyrics. God damn it. He's age 15, he's in 10th grade. His favourite music is C-Page, Curdle, Psycho Syndicate. His favourite movies are The Techno Wizard. Favourite games are Cataclysm, Squishers. Relationship, Taken. But I like to make friends still. Hobbies, making hypnospace pages. Gaming, oh god, he sounds like me. Gaming, drawing comic books, doing programming, hacking, making out with my girlfriend, riding my moped. Favorite shows, Taurus X, Squishers, Sound Underground. I won this award. Chaos Award. The dumpster is the most hilarious page on the Hypnospace, so it's kind of a big deal. It's an underground comedy page. The dumpies are the awards. I guess what? I'm hilarious. Oh wait, I knew that. To the bottom. Hey Dan, did I tell you you could scroll down all the way down here before? Maybe. Right. Okay. Let's look at his comics. This music's awful, but I'm gonna turn it off for a bit. Too much. Big Z Studio Comics, not your daddy's comics. Read it now for the first issue of Slayers X. Get up and go to oh, it says mom. Get up and go to school. Dude, why do you sound like my mom? Oh well, this sucks. 10 minutes later, I must kill Zane before he taps into his secret powers. Family apartments. Next time on Slayer X, those dreams you had, they're all real. The demons, the green energy, your secret powers, and the double pistols. All of it is real. We need your help, Zane. So this guy he's up his own arse, really, isn't he? Is that harassment? Shooting a mum? Over, like, in a comic? Okay, so he is, and his secret page on Teentopia isn't on listening. That's probably where he's got his secret page. That's probably where he's doing all his harassing. Big, so that's the comic, right? Yeah. What's this? Zane sucks. Let's face it, Zane sucks. He's probably ugly in real life, so he has to go online and be an asshole to everyone. His mom probably drives him to school. What a mother flipping little moron. The official Zane sucks club badge. Share this badge on your page if you agree Zane sucks it. Butthole. Where's butthole? Oh, there's tags for everyone. Okay. Okay, so in order to find this, we need to find the secret area. Where would he have it? Let's go with dumpies. Taking you Hypnospace trash, you don't have to enter. The dumpies. So Zane won a Dumpy Award. November has been 1 year since Hypnospace started. Let's come together, honor the invaluable contributions that Hypnospace and its talented citizens have unleashed upon humanity over the last 12 months. The Dumpies Template Abuse Prize. The award for the most hideous abuse of a Hypnospace template goes to... Oh god. Oh, so they just... For awful websites? Is that what they're doing? They're giving out awards for the worst websites. And Zane won. There we go. The Dumpies Chaos Award. 1999 Chaos Award goes to Zane Rocks 14 at Teentopia. Zane is only 15 years old, but we made an exception to our visual over 18 rule because his page got game or way lame. An exceptionally juvenile, cruel, testosterone-fueled work of art. Click to pick to visit. So this is his secret website. Got game or way lame? This is the Hypnospace page that dares to ask you the question: are you game or got? Are you what? Game? Fame? That looks like game. Are you game or got game? I don't know. Tuesday episode 1. C page, which is his band. He likes it. Wow, this is truly an honor to have Mikey Sinky, the lead singer of the Amazing Sea Page, here with us today. Let us see what they got game or Waylay. That's like an interview. Hi Mikey, thanks for coming on the show, even though you are famous and freaking awesome. No problem, Zane. This is the kind of sarcastic humor that me and my band love. We just eat this shit up, motherfucker. Ha ha ha, I had the feeling that this is the case. To be honest, not even fair. I don't think there's a chance in hell you be lame. Any last words before the verdicts? Let's rock this shit. You heard the man. Let's hear the results. Drum roll. And the voters decide. C Page has got game. No real surprise here. What the f... Right. 2. Corey. Ooh. This month, got game or way lame. That's Brassy Kid. Really hard to read. For obvious reasons. Okay, Corey. His name used to be Give Me Pizza too, because he's quite the big boy and uncontrollable food urges. We caught up with him for an interview. The face. Hi, Corey. As you know, this game show when we see where you are lame or not. How's it going? I don't know. I'm just being fat and popping my pimples on girls. Why don't they like me? Oh, dude, that's gross. Look at me, I can play saxophone and eat a hot dog at the same time. So hungry. Oh, I spilt ketchup on my stained out shirt. Seriously, I think it's going to hurl. Seriously, I think I'm going to hurl. I think there's a toilet here. I hurl into the toilet. No, why are you puking in my mom? That toilet full of diarrhea is my mom. That's why I smell like it. I do like this game. It's not easy on the eyes with all the text being terrible and like intentionally terrible, obviously. Oh well, people I think will have final results. Let's see if Corey's got game or way lame. He's way lame. I guess we now know why he can't get a real girlfriend. See you next time. Okay. I can't remember how many of these I have to do, but yeah. What can you actually spend the money on? Gonna tell me. I thought you were warned about scrolling down my page, asshole. Kicks you in the nards, especially if you're Corey. Is that harassment? You mentioned Corey again. Yep. Can't remember these, so we have to find. I think they're all here though, wouldn't they? Okay. Is that everything? Can you get maybe remove the picture? Is that copyright infringement? I don't know, yeah? I guess so. Yeah, it is. There you go. Harassment.
Important message received from dispatch.
Okay. Dispatch. That's a new case. Okay. So how do I close the other one? Shit. Wrong one. No. What's that? Cases. That's it. Those guys.
Way to deal with that harassment. You're a real hero, Dan.
Let's see what the other one is. If it's funny enough. This is a notice that Kappa Cash payment system is considered extra legal commerce. Please look through all the sign zones for at least 4 possible more violations and utilize the enforcement tool to remove and report them. An image depicting the Kappa Cash payment system is attached to this message. We have added open-eyed to your assignment list zones.
Downloading Kapakash.
Kapakash. Okay, right. I get it now. Anyway, guys, I said I was going to play this for about an hour. It's coming out to an hour anyways. But no, this is really fun. I probably will come back to this maybe next week on next week's streams. But yeah, unfortunately, it's about half. Whoops. There we go. Unfortunately, it's about midnight at the moment. So anyway, if you're going to play Final Fantasy VII Remake, enjoy it. It's out now, technically, if depending where you are, but it's technically out now. Please do enjoy it. It's a great game. Despite some of the things I said in my review, I did say it's still a really enjoyable game. And yeah, enjoy it. It's good to get a new game out, especially in these times at the moment. So yeah, it's great. And yeah, I'll be back on Thursday next week. So if you want to join me for next week, if you want to suggest to me games, stuff I should play, bit loud. If you want to suggest to me games and stuff I should play, anything like that, just leave them in the comments below. Or just send me a message on Twitter or something like that. Or if there's a game you have played and you think I should check out that's really good, might be onto the radar, now's the time to play them on stream and stuff like that. And who knows, I may even do like a review video on it later down the line if I think it's an interesting thing to talk about. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will be back next Thursday. I'll see you then. Have a good day. Bye.